Yo, welcome to another episode of Eddie TV, man. If you press play on this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video. You feel me? But I'm gonna get into some music today, man. Who had the better album? Which album had the more stand power? Was it Stillmatic or was it the Blueprint one? I'm gonna get into some songs that I did like off of Stillmatic. I liked Got Yourself a Gun, One Mic, two classic tracks. Second Childhood was dope. The Flyest was dope. If I'm missing something, it's because I'm not looking at the track list right now. I'm just going strictly off the top. But the one song that set it off for this album to sell and do just as good as it did was Ether. When Ether came out, that set the tone for Stillmatic. It made it one of those classic type albums. All right, cool. We got a cold ass, one of the best diss tracks of all time, including some more new Nas music. People are Nas fans. I'm a Nas fan. That King's Disease series was dope. I liked it. But you also, on the other side, you got the Blueprint. The Blueprint from top to bottom, produced solely by Kanye and Just Blaze. You got Girls, Girls, Girls. You got Song Cry. You got Takeover, one of the other best diss tracks of all times. You got I Never Change. You got All I Need. You got Renegade. You got the Blueprint, the outro, Mama Loves Me. You got Lyrical Exercise, H to the Izzo. Dope ass album, man. You know, because at that time, Nas had kind of cooled off. He had dropped Nostradamus in 99. So, you know, he went on a hiatus. I don't know what people thought about that album. Me, it wasn't one of his better bodies of work. So I was like, all right, you know, Nas. I remember Nas just going on this little hiatus. 2001, between 99 and 2001, Jay was on fire, releasing everything, dropping hit after hit after hit, you know, tearing up the stage. The beef was brewing around this time. He had State Property dissing him. Jay was dissing him, throwing little subliminals. If you know Jay-Z, you're not gonna feel no diss track coming. Whenever he pops out, he pops out. And he popped out with the Takeover. Called out Mobb Deep, called out Nas, read down his discography, called him garbage, called a bunch of his bodies of work trash, and Nas was listening. He absolutely was listening. It took, I think it was a month or some months went by before Ether dropped, but before Ether dropped, he had a couple of little diss tracks here and there, including H to the Homo, where he fired at Jay-Z.
Top to move the fake king of New York. You show off, I count off. When you sample my voice, I rule you. Before you used to rap like the boost niggas. Nas designed the blueprint. Who you kidding?
Nas was back in battle mode. He took off on Jay-Z. If you never heard that before or you wasn't in tune with this beef at the time, go listen to that song right there. That was one of them ones. And that actually started the whole little thing with the H to the Izzo, HMO, homo. That started it. But after the battle was over, and I think everybody in New York was saying, I'm sure everybody in New York was saying that Jay lost that battle when Ether dropped. Matter of fact, it's people till this day still saying the same thing because he was directly talking to Jay-Z. Jay-Z was kind of going at everybody. But when he rapped about this man for 4.5 minutes with a small hook, then he came back with more bars and dismantlement of Jay-Z, right? But it got so bad. Everybody kept saying Jay-Z lost that battle. He decided to tool up again and drop Super Ugly.
Me and the boy AI got more in common than just ballin' and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I came in your Bentley back seat, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat. Here, nigga, the gloves is on.
It got so bad. The diss track was so disrespectful that Jay-Z's mother made him apologize to Nas after that because what he said was out of order. And that stuff like that probably might make a dude want to fight you. But you know how Nas is. He's very cool. He's level-headed. It's just rap. It didn't get to the Tupac and Big type of level when it came to their beef. It just stayed strictly on wax. Jay-Z said he ran into Nas at the Sound Lab, but Nas ran out the back. I don't know how true that is. I didn't do the research to even try to figure that out, but it never escalated to that point. But it quietly kept going on because Jay felt the type of way that he got bested by Nas. So you had Blueprint 2 come out. And on the Blueprint 2 track, he threw some more jabs at Nas. Can't y'all see that he faked? The rap version of TD Jakes prophesizing on your CDs and tapes won't give you a crumb off the little bit that he makes. And this is with whom you want to place your faith. Like, he kept going on there. So Nas came out with Godson. You know, Godson had a couple of good little tracks on it. And Made You Look was one of the most notable tracks on Godson. And Nas had The Real Last Nigga Alive, where he threw shots at Jay. He kind of broke it down. What led up to that point, Nas said that he took a break because his mother was sick, which is completely justifiable. When the whole little thing started, when he tried to creep in and take the crown of the king of New York, Nas felt the type of way. When his mother was going through what she was going through, Nas said, you know what? His mother told him to go ahead, keep making music. And that's when he jumped in back in the ring with a full head of steam just to get at Jay. You know what I mean? So that's what that whole little beef was about. But somehow they managed to squash the beef between Nas. Well, they managed to squash the beef Nas and Jay-Z got, and they went on the I Declare War tour. At the time, Jay was beefing with Cam. And Cam in the Dipset had said some stuff about Nas as well. So it kind of played into the whole them getting cool, and people thought that they were about to come out there and diss them together. I don't know. But it was a great time in hip hop. We will never have another time like that in hip. Nope. Matter of fact, we did with Drake and Kendrick. But it's just one of them things where it's all stuck on wax. It's all on wax. Everybody's just dusting off their mic, taking a little lyrical exercise, you know, putting the pen to work. But Nas and Jay-Z, man, one of the best, the greatest diss tracks, battles in rap hip-hop history. That happened again with Kendrick and Drake, which they're still kind of sort of going at it. No, Drake is going at Kendrick, but Kendrick, the damage is already done. Kendrick doesn't need to say another word. But these guys somehow managed to hash it out, sweep it under the rug, become friends. You know, even had a video where Jay did Rock Boys for the American Gangster album, and Nas was in the video of them having a whole little handshake, and it was cool how it all panned out. But when it comes down to these two classic albums, man, good albums, good music, who do y'all got, man? Either Jay-Z's The Blueprint or you got Nas's Stillmatic, man. I said on this page that I'm going to cover music and sports. I've been able to actually free up being that the playoffs is going on. The finals haven't started. The first game is tonight. So you're going to get more content like this. I'm going to keep it coming, pause, and make sure I cover more than sports on this channel. This is what this channel was actually made for. And I'm going to just keep delivering, because outside of basketball, I love my music. I love hip hop. I love the artists that put in the work to actually make it happen. So you're going to get more videos like this here in the upcoming future. I appreciate everybody that stops by and listens and hit the comment section. But I digress. If you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video, and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it. To be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. Don't forget to hit that hype too. And with that being said, good day.